Rizzlers are finally here! Oh! I've flown halfway across the world just to make sure that Rizzler production is going smooth. Let's dig into it and see how Rizzlers are born. First things first, let's talk about how the Rizzler became to be. Well, as pit bike specialists, we had our eyes on the mini bike market, but mini bikes are, well, sort of lame in the performance department. Now, I understand that a lot of people like mini bikes and they are pretty cool, but this performance just isn't there. No suspension, no geometry, very old school. So what we thought to do is to mix it with a pit bike. We also know that there are pit bikes with big tires on them and they call them fat tire pit bikes. Also, not really our thing. So we took the opportunity to mash a pit bike and a mini bike together and create what you see behind you as what is now known as the Rizzler. Hundreds of parts come together to create the Rizzler all in unison right here in the ENC factory. We have a very skilled staff that hand assembles every single bike with love. And right here on the left hand side of me, you will see Rizzlers being born. This is the inception. This is where it all begins. The Rizzler frame is inspired by the RTR. However, it's a completely different frame and subframe. It uses different triple clamps and suspension, but it does use many of the same drivetrain components. We needed a ton of warehouse space and a large team in order to get this task done and make sure that we get quality products to you in time for Christmas. The assembly team is putting together the hundreds of components as fast as they can without compromising quality. With the Rizzler, we aim to change up the game for the mini bike market by adding fully hydraulic suspension, real geometry that feels good when you ride it, shreddable, sendable, with wheelies and stunts in mind, which I know is completely different for the mini bike market. Mini bikes are known for doing wheelies and stunts and having a fun time, but they don't have these built-in integrations, and we knew that's something that we needed to add. You can even add foot pegs on the axle to allow you to do combos and stunts that have never been seen on a box stock bike ever. This bike is a mashup between the RTR, as I said before, so it uses all the same powertrain components, and that means you can upgrade it to insane powers and use the Trumoto controller kits, along with other modifications, including the RTR swing arm and the triple trees and forks, which will make a completely different bike, a combination between the two, which I don't even have an example of yet, and I wonder which one of you will be the first ones to show us what that looks like. We added a removable subframe to this bike, knowing that you might need to replace it if it gets bent from doing stunts. With the design of this bike, we were able to add a compartment that allows you to carry up to 4 Chinese Red Bulls or a charger if you think you're gonna outlast the bike. I think the bike's gonna outlast you, so maybe you should stack up on some Red Bulls. And you can also fit a phone and your Rizzler toolkit in the storage compartment. The choice is yours, maybe a combination of the three, but the storage compartment is extremely useful and can keep you riding for longer. The Rizzler comes with full hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear. These are a high quality, mineral oil filled hydraulic disc brake that's gonna give you all the stopping power that you need on these fat tires. It also comes with a 12 volt DC-DC converter, which gives you a headlight and a tail light right out of the box, so you can have that optimal safety for night ride, because I know that you're gonna get out there and shred it up with your boys at night. And we learned from the RTR, which is a dirt bike and doesn't necessarily require a headlight, but many people wanted it, so we added it to this bike. These bikes are going through their final inspection. Each one is tested and inspected very rigorously. Some of these guys even get on it to make sure that it's doing wheelies the way it's supposed to. They even have to have a little bit of fun. You can tell how much effort we put into this, specifically me, by how fat I'm getting. If you've watched these videos before, you would know that about a year ago, I wasn't this fat. But it's all for you guys. Much love. And any ideas on workout regimen? Comments below. After the bikes are tested, they are then deconstructed and put into these boxes with as much packing as we can possibly cram in there. Right now, they're putting them away and getting them ready for Christmas. They will take the forks, shove them up in the tubes, take the shock out, press everything down so it's nice and compact. That means we can fit as many as possible in the container. That means we're gonna have more bikes for the holidays and more bikes in stock for you guys to get your hands on. Every single bike is tested, and you can tell because the tires are a little bit dirty from the test ride. So don't be alarmed, that's a good thing. These bikes have all been tested, most of them have been wheelied. I'm stoked to be able to bring these to you guys and get them out for Christmas. Get on the website, make sure you hit notify me so you don't miss out, because there is a limited quantity available. Go check it out right now.